footage comes not from the front line, but from deep inside Russia, the city of Ufa, nearly 1,400 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. A Ukrainian drone, likely knocked off course by Russian electronic warfare systems, crashes into a residential building. This is what EW does. It doesn't just block a drone, it redirects it. The drone loses its signal, loses its target, and keeps flying into whatever stands in its path. Modern warfare doesn't stay within the lines drawn on a map, and civilians, on both sides, are paying the price. When a drone goes off course due to electronic warfare, who bears the responsibility for what happens next? The war between Ukraine and Russia continues. April 2nd, 2026. What you're about to see comes from the Signnum battalion, a unit actively operating on some of the most intense parts of the front line. Recently, they shared new footage of their operations, and the scale of their impact is significant. While operating as part of the 53rd Mechanized Brigade, they destroyed nearly 5,000 enemy targets, hundreds of vehicles, over 500 enemy drones shot down, more than 1,300 troops eliminated, dozens of artillery systems disabled, UAV launch sites destroyed, and thousands of enemy shelters wiped out. Now, the unit is entering a new phase. They are joining the 59th Assault Brigade, with plans to expand and take on even more complex missions. What you're about to watch is a glimpse into that capability. Real footage, real operations, from the front line. Watch closely, because this is how modern warfare is being fought today. This Russian soldier had managed to survive the drone attack, but was unable to escape because he was wounded. A second drone sent to carry out the attack struck the soldier as he lay on the ground. The soldier did not survive this attack. A Ukrainian drone, armed with a shotgun, hunting a Russian Molniya kamikaze mid-air. Watch this. One shot. Clean takedown. No missile system. No radar. Just a drone, a gun, and a steady hand on the controls. Innovation on this battlefield never stops. Kostiantynivka. A Russian soldier takes cover inside a house. The Sapsan drone crew from the 44th Mechanized Brigade sends in a fiber optic FPV. No jamming possible. No signal to block. The drone moves through the entrance and finds its target inside. 4 walls offered no protection. When a fiber optic drone can enter a building and engage a target inside, what does actual cover even mean anymore? Let us know below. Meet the Rarog. Ukraine's 427th Unmanned Systems Brigade, Rarog, has been one of the most battle-hardened drone units on the entire front line. They are part of Ukraine's elite Drone Line initiative, a continuous strike zone stretching across the front, built entirely around unmanned systems. And what you're watching right now is what they do best. This is a compilation from just the last few days. Strike after strike, target after target. Russian infantry caught completely off guard, but notice something about this footage. It's dark. Every single clip. These attacks are all carried out using night vision equipped drones, while Russian soldiers rest, regroup, or simply try to survive until morning. Rarog's operators are already watching, already tracking, already closing in. There is no safe hour anymore. Not day, not night. Rarog's core values, as the unit itself states, are personnel safety and the successful execution of combat missions. The operators stay hidden. The drones do the work, and the results speak for themselves. Soldier after soldier, position after position, eliminated before they ever knew they were being watched. This is what 24-hour battlefield dominance looks like. The night offers no cover. So here's a question for you. Drop your answer in the comments. Does night vision change the balance of this war? Or is it just one more tool that both sides will eventually match? No sector is safe. No time of day offers protection. Ukraine's security service, Bezpretelny Squad, covers the entire front. Reconnaissance drones scanning hundreds of kilometers simultaneously. Trenches, shelters, logistics routes. The moment a Russian soldier is spotted, an FPV is already on its way. Watch the footage. Soldier after soldier, walking, hiding, regrouping. It doesn't matter. The drone finds them in open ground, finds them in cover, finds them in the dead of night through night vision systems that turn darkness into just another targeting condition. Dozens engaged across multiple locations in a single operation. By end of 2025, drones accounted for over 80% of all confirmed targets destroyed on the Ukrainian front line. His footage is exactly why that number keeps climbing. When reconnaissance and strike drones work together seamlessly across hundreds of kilometers, does traditional infantry movement on this battlefield have any future at all? Low, fast, and nearly impossible to stop. That's the Russian Molniya strike, UAV. But a Ukrainian FPV drone from the Apache strike group, 81st Air Mobile Brigade, caught it mid-air over the Slovyansk direction. One drone, taking down another, at low altitude. A Ukrainian MiG-29 in action, carrying French-made AASM Hammer precision bombs. The target, Russian assault group positions. The result, gone. The Hammer isn't a dumb bomb dropped and forgotten. It's a precision-guided munition with GPS and inertial navigation, meaning it finds its target regardless of weather, jamming, or evasive maneuvers on the ground. Strapped to a Soviet-era MiG-29, it turns a legacy jet into a precision strike platform. As Ukraine combines Soviet-era aircraft with cutting-edge Western munitions, is this hybrid approach more effective than waiting for entirely new platforms? What do you think? April 2nd, 2026. Deep in Crimea, Ukrainian forces struck a critical Russian base at Kirovsky airfield. Using precision FP2 drones, the 1st SBS and 9th GUR detachments targeted the pre-flight preparation side of Russia's most advanced strike drones, the Orion. The Orion isn't just any drone. Each one can stay in the air for up to 24 hours, penetrate 250 to 300 kilometers, and carry up to 250 kilograms of bombs or missiles, striking from high altitudes of 7.5 kilometers. Tonight, their hub was completely destroyed. 4 Orion UAVs neutralized, a transport plane and 72P eliminated. A Soviet-era P-37 mech radar system wiped out. All strikes carried out with Ukrainian-made FP2 drones, each armed with 60 to 100 kilograms warheads. The precision is staggering. Every asset destroyed before it could be used against Ukrainian positions. This is more than a tactical victory. It's a glimpse into the future of drone warfare, hitting the enemy where they think they are safe. What do you think? Does taking out high-value drones and radar bases change the balance of power on the battlefield? Could this be the new normal for modern conflicts? So where does this war stand right now? April 2026. 4 years, 1 month, and counting. Russia's total combat losses have now surpassed 1.3 million personnel since February 2022, with over 1,300 soldiers reported as casualties in just the last 24 hours alone. On the ground, Russia's rate of territorial advance has slowed significantly, down nearly a third compared to the same period last year. And in March, Russian forces actually lost ground, giving back roughly 12 square miles over the course of the month. But the front is still grinding. Zelensky himself described the situation as quite tense, with pressure building across multiple axes simultaneously. In the air, Russia launched hundreds of drones targeting Ukrainian cities, just one day after the Kremlin rejected Ukraine's proposal for a temporary ceasefire over Easter. On the diplomatic front, talks remain stalled. With the United States increasingly focused on the situation in Iran, momentum on any peace framework has slowed considerably. This war has no clean front line, no safe city, no quiet night. As you've seen in today's footage, it is fought in open fields, in darkness, from the skies, and now deep inside Russian territory, and it shows no signs of stopping. Before you go, drop your answer in the comments. 4 years in. Do you think a ceasefire is possible in 2026? Or is this war headed into year 5 with no end in sight? If this video gave you a clearer picture of what's happening on this battlefield, hit subscribe. More frontline footage and battlefield updates coming soon.